attempts and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. They will look to throw. Montana. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. That one a first down pickup of 8. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
To throw is Montana. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. In motion left, Hill. Play fake, now here's Montana. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Montana. That ball caught. It's Rice. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Jacobs is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Montana. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll try and do it, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft, and Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 27-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Lance to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. Nice footwork at the 25. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
In motion left is Rice. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Montana to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Uses the spin. Across midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
A gain of 59 on the play. And the Chargers first down. A gain of 59 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Miami set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Montana finds Dulcich out left side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 6. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They're going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. In motion right is Johnston. Now Lance. Finds Johnston. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. In motion right is Johnston. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the Halftime Report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 59 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
On first down, it's Hampton. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Lance going to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Lad McConkey from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking to put a drive together. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They go play action with Montana. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down. First and 10 at the
And that's the kind of play this
49-yard
offense
line.
needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
On the play. And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Touchdown, Dolphins! T.J. Hockenson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Throwing now is Lance. Complete to Johnston here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Down the left sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
First down. A gain of 45 yards.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle, it's Hampton. A beautiful fake. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Trey Lance, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. In motion left, Hill. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have third and long coming up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Davis now to return it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Lance. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Lance looking to throw it. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Shifts by at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Dolphins now down 21-14. A minute 51 on the clock. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They go with Jacobs. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. He'll look to throw. Connecting with Hill. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Here's 1st down. Now Montana. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock. Here's Montana to throw. This to possibly force OT. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
Welcome to Everbank Stadium, football fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a good one in store here. It's the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
He knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots emerge as winners as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.